Welcome to Golden Flame Stars. In today's video, we look back at the lives of America's most iconic women from the independent film scene. Bold performers whose names defined eras and whose impact reached far beyond the screen. From the creative wave of the 1970s to modern icons of courage and artistry, their stories reveal resilience, fame, and legacy behind the spotlight. Give a like if you remember these unforgettable names, and share which story moved you the most. Marilyn Chambers, known for her natural charm and iconic screen presence, became a symbol of 1970s independent cinema after her breakout in Behind the Green Door. Her success crossed into pop culture, making her a household name. She passed away in 2009 at 56 from a brain aneurysm, leaving a lasting legacy. Ginger Lynn was one of the defining stars of the 1980s, known for her energy, charisma, and crossover appeal. She gained wide recognition for her performances in Blonde Goddess and New Wave Hookers. Now 62, she continues to appear at conventions and remains celebrated as a true icon of her generation. Linda Lovelace became a global sensation with Deep Throat, a film that changed underground cinema history. Her innocent look contrasted sharply with her later struggles and activism. After years of public speaking and advocacy, she died in 2002 at 53 following a tragic car accident. Known as Aunt Peg, Juliet Anderson brought humor and warmth to late 70s vintage cinema. Her performances felt natural and full of charm, making her beloved by fans. She passed away in 2010 at 71, remembered for her authenticity and kindness both on and off screen. Gloria Leonard combined intelligence and charisma to stand out in 1970s independent filmmaking. Best known for Taboo, she became admired for her wit and advocacy for creative rights. She passed away in 2014 at 73 after battling illness, leaving behind a respected artistic legacy. Annette Haven became one of the most elegant figures in 1970s independent American cinema. Her calm, intelligent style shined in Sex World and Maraschino Cherry. Now 70 years old, she lives quietly, celebrated for her grace and poise in film history. Candida Royale reshaped independent filmmaking by highlighting emotion and women's perspectives. She appeared in Femme and Urban Heat, then turned to directing with empathy and artistry. Her creative vision earned worldwide respect. She passed away in 2015 at 64 after a long battle with cancer. Performing under her real name, Jane Hamilton, Veronica Hart became respected for her emotional depth in Amanda by Night and Wanda Whips Wall Street. She later turned to directing, teaching, and advocacy for artistic freedom. Now 68, she remains admired for promoting creativity, dignity, and expression in independent cinema. Known as the Platinum Princess, Sika became one of the boldest and most confident figures in 1980s independent film. Her standout roles in Inside Sika and Careful, You May Be Watching made her a symbol of strength and style. Now 71, She remains active at fan events and continues to celebrate creative freedom. Desiree Cousteau rose to fame in the late 1970s for her playful charm and natural charisma. Best known for Pretty Peaches and Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls, she became a favorite among fans for her humor and warmth. Now 69, she lives privately, remembered as a bright spirit from cinema's golden years. Colleen Marie Applegate, known professionally as Shauna Grant, captured attention with her beauty and sincerity in early 1980s vintage film. In just 2 years, she appeared in over 30 productions and gained immense popularity. Her life ended tragically in 1984 at age 20, leaving behind a story both brief and unforgettable. Kelly Nichols, now 69, became a standout name of 1980s independent film, admired for her professionalism and calm confidence. Appearing in Love and Roommates, she gained praise for her elegance and sincerity. She continues to make occasional public appearances, respected as one of the enduring icons of her generation. Born on September 3, 1957, Arcadia Lake captivated early 1980s audiences with her expressive eyes and quiet strength. Her roles in Dixie Ray, Hollywood Star, and Taboo 2 made her unforgettable. She passed away on September 13, 1991, at 34, leaving behind a short but lasting legacy in vintage cinema. Lisa DeLue, remembered for her vibrant red hair and lively charm, became a favorite of early 1980s independent filmmaking. She shined in Loose Times at Ridley High and Dixie Ray, showing humor and energy. Her life was cut short by illness, passing in 1993 at 35, but her legacy remains. Linda Wong, one of the first Asian American women in 1970s independent film, broke barriers with her charisma and grace. Her work in Oriental Babysitter and China Girl helped bring new representation to the screen. She passed away in 1995 at 44, remembered for her courage and cultural impact. Barbara Dare, a defining figure of 1980s independent cinema, became known for her spirit and natural confidence. Her performances in Loose Ends and Barbara Dare's Favorites made her a fan favorite. She passed away in 2019 at 56 after health challenges, remembered with warmth and respect. Uschi Degard is a Swedish-born actress who became a cult favorite of 1970s European independent cinema. Her performances in Super Vixens and Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens made her an icon of confidence and charisma. Now 77, though long retired, she remains admired for her elegance and enduring influence. Gail Palmer is an American filmmaker celebrated for her creativity and storytelling vision. She gained fame directing The Erotic Adventures of Candy and the opening of Misty Beethoven, known for humor and cinematic flair. Now 70, she lives privately, remembered as one of the most influential women behind the camera in her era. Marilyn Monroe embodied timeless allure with her platinum hair, radiant smile, and magnetic charm. She died in 1962 at just 36, due to acute barbiturate poisoning. Her mix of vulnerability and sensuality keeps fans dreaming of being her husband, the eternal icon of beauty and desire. Elizabeth Taylor dazzled the world with violet eyes and magnetic allure. She died in 2011 at 79 from congestive heart failure. Her fiery passion, beauty, and legendary romances still inspire fans who wish to marry Hollywood's ultimate goddess of love and glamour. Grace Kelly embodied fairy tale beauty, elegance, and poise. She died tragically in 1982 at 52 after a car accident. Her timeless grace and royal allure made millions dream of being her husband, the Hollywood princess who became Monaco's real-life queen. Sophia Loren remains Italy's eternal beauty, with captivating eyes and statuesque charm. Now 90, she lives as a retired legend. Fans still dream of being her husband, mesmerized by her sensual presence and warm soul, the epitome of Mediterranean passion and allure. Raquel Welch embodied sizzling allure with her iconic curves and exotic beauty. She passed away in 2023 at 82 after a brief illness. Her sensual presence and magnetic stardom left fans wishing to be her husband, the unforgettable sex symbol of the silver screen. Shirley MacLaine radiates charm, wit, and fearless individuality. Now 91, she remains a spirited Hollywood legend. Her beauty, boldness, and magnetic energy still inspire fans dreaming of being her husband, the star who embodied both allure and independence. Ursula Andress stunned the world as the first Bond girl, rising from the sea in a white bikini. Now 89, she lives as an iconic star of the 60s. Her beauty and mystique left fans dreaming of being her husband, the goddess of cinematic desire. Helen Mirren was born July 26, 1945, and is now 80. An acclaimed actress, she won an Oscar for The Queen, embodying regal authority with brilliance. Equally skilled in stage and screen, she blends sophistication with boldness. Her enduring career makes her a timeless icon of talent, elegance, and fearless spirit. Ava Gardner mesmerized with her sultry looks and fiery independence. She passed away in 1990 at 67 from pneumonia. Her untamed spirit, dazzling allure, and magnetic screen presence made fans dream of being her husband, the unforgettable femme fatale of Hollywood. Rita Hayworth lit up screens with sultry dances and smoldering beauty. She died in 1987 at 68 after battling Alzheimer's disease. Her sensual grace and iconic allure made countless fans long to be her husband, the love goddess of classic Hollywood. Audrey Hepburn defined elegance with her swan-like grace and radiant charm. She passed away in 1993 at 63 from appendiceal cancer. Fans dreamed of being her husband, enchanted by her kindness, beauty, and humanitarian heart, the symbol of sophistication and timeless class. Catherine Deneuve embodies French elegance, mystery, and timeless allure. Now 81, she continues to captivate audiences. Her cool beauty and enigmatic charm make fans dream of being her husband, the eternal muse of French cinema and style. Natalie Wood charmed with her delicate beauty and soulful eyes. She tragically drowned in 1981 at 43. Her innocence blended with sensual allure, leaving admirers wishing to be her husband, the eternal ingenue who embodied passion, mystery, and romance. Ingrid Bergman radiated natural beauty, charm, and depth of spirit. She died in 1982 at 67 from breast cancer. Her luminous presence and soulful vulnerability made fans dream of being her husband, the unforgettable star of Casablanca, embodying grace and romance. Brigitte Bardot redefined sex appeal with her sun-kissed looks and untamed spirit. Now 90, she lives quietly as an animal rights activist. Her intoxicating beauty and rebellious charm made countless admirers wish to be her husband, the original French symbol of desire. Lauren Bacall captivated with smoky voice, feline eyes, and sultry poise. She died in 2014 at 89 after a stroke. Her boldness and sensuality made admirers dream of being her husband, the unforgettable femme fatale who defined cool elegance in Hollywood. Jane Fonda shines with beauty, strength, and radiant confidence. Now 87, she remains active in film and activism. Her elegance, charisma, and fearless voice make admirers dream of being her husband, the timeless star whose passion transcends generations. Kim Novak enchanted audiences with her ethereal beauty and quiet mystique. Now 92, she lives privately as a painter. Her allure and vertigo and timeless elegance still inspire fans dreaming of being her husband, the serene star who redefined Hollywood romance. Julie Andrews charmed the world with angelic voice and radiant grace. Now 89, she remains beloved as an actress and author. Her warmth, elegance, and musical magic make admirers dream of being her husband, the pure-hearted star who embodied sweetness and charm. Claudia Cardinale dazzled with sultry charm and Mediterranean radiance. Now 87, she remains an Italian screen legend. Her exotic beauty and passionate screen presence made admirers dream of being her husband, the unforgettable star of European cinema's golden age. Anne-Margaret lit up screens with fiery red hair, beauty, and irresistible energy. Now 84, she remains adored as an icon of stage and film. Her playful sensuality and magnetic charm made admirers dream of being her husband, the vibrant star who defined passion and glamour. Catherine Ross captured hearts with natural beauty and quiet intensity. Now 85, she remains a cherished Hollywood figure. Her performances in The Graduate and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid made fans dream of being her husband, the gentle yet captivating star of the 60s. And Bancroft embodied intelligence, elegance, and sensual power. She died in 2005 at 73 from uterine cancer. Her allure in The Graduate and commanding presence made admirers dream of being her husband, the sophisticated star who blended beauty with depth. Tippi Hedren was born January 19, 1930, and is now 95. She captivated audiences in Hitchcock's The Birds, embodying beauty and mystery. In her 90s, she remains admired for her activism protecting big cats. Her elegance, strength, and compassion made her a lasting symbol of courage and timeless Hollywood allure. Leslie Caron was born July 1, 1931, and is now 94. She enchanted the world in An American in Paris and Gigi, dancing with unmatched grace. Blending Parisian charm with Hollywood glamour, she redefined screen elegance. Her artistry and resilience made her a radiant muse of cinema's golden age. Angie Dickinson was born September 30, 1931, and is now 93. She rose to fame in Rio Bravo and became a TV icon in Policewoman. Her blend of toughness and sensuality inspired a generation of actresses. Confident and charismatic, she stands as a daring symbol of independence and allure. Rita Moreno was born December 11, 1931, and is now 93. She dazzled in West Side Story, becoming the first Latina to win an Oscar. Her fiery spirit and perseverance opened doors for countless performers. She remains a powerful emblem of diversity, resilience, and cultural pride across the decades. Diane Cannon was born January 4, 1937, and is now 88. She brought vibrant energy to Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice and Heaven Can Wait. With sparkling humor and radiant beauty, she balanced comedy with heart. Her warmth and strength cemented her as a symbol of enduring Hollywood allure. Shirley Jones was born March 31, 1934, and is now 91. She charmed audiences in Oklahoma, and The Music Man with her golden voice. Later, she won hearts as the mother in The Partridge Family. Her grace and musical brilliance made her an American treasure for generations. Joan Collins was born May 23, 1933, and is now 92. She reigned as Alexis Carrington in Dynasty, defining 80s glamour. Fierce, stylish, and unapologetic, she became a pop culture icon. Resilient and dazzling, she remains a symbol of sophistication and timeless star power. Jill St. John was born August 19, 1940, and is now 85. She made her mark as Tiffany Case in Diamonds Are Forever. With fiery hair and magnetic charm, she captivated Bond fans worldwide. Her wit and elegance embody the mystique and allure of classic Hollywood. Liv Ullmann was born December 16, 1938, and is now 86. As Ingmar Bergman's muse, she gave raw, unforgettable performances in Persona and Cries and Whispers. Her depth and honesty redefined film artistry. Acclaimed as both actress and director, she remains one of cinema's most soulful storytellers. Julie Christie was born April 14, 1940, and is now 85. She mesmerized audiences in Dr. Zhivago and Darling, becoming an icon of the 60s. Her ethereal beauty and thought-provoking roles left a lasting mark. Cherished for her grace and privacy, she remains a timeless symbol of intelligence and allure. Elke Sommer was born November 5, 1940, and is now 84. She brought European glamour to Hollywood in films like A Shot in the Dark. With vivacious charm and playful sensuality, she lit up the screen. Her daring career and radiant beauty made her an enduring international star. Faye Dunaway was born January 14, 1941, and is now 84. She electrified audiences in Bonnie and Clyde and Network, redefining stardom. Her intensity, beauty, and ambition made her unforgettable on screen. Though controversies followed, her artistry and bold spirit secured her place as a true legend. Jacqueline Bisset was born September 13, 1944, and is now 81. She captivated audiences in The Deep and Day for Night. Elegant yet approachable, she blended sophistication with warmth. Admired for decades, she remains a symbol of refined charm and timeless Hollywood allure. Ellen Burstyn was born December 7, 1932, and is now 92. She earned acclaim with The Exorcist and an Oscar for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Admired for emotional depth and resilience, she continues to inspire. Her legacy reflects strength, authenticity, and a career that shaped American cinema across decades. Farrah Fawcett was born February 2, 1947, and passed away in 2009 at 62 from anal cancer. She became a global sensation with Charlie's Angels, her iconic poster defining 1970s beauty. Known for courage in her final battle, she remains a symbol of charm, strength, and unforgettable star power. Jean Seberg was born November 13, 1938, and tragically died in 1979 at 40. She rose to fame in Breathless, becoming a face of the French New Wave. Her beauty and vulnerability defined a generation, while her troubled life and untimely death left a haunting Hollywood legacy. Judy Garland was born June 10, 1922, and died in 1969 at 47 from a barbiturate overdose. She enchanted the world as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Her powerful voice and emotional vulnerability defined her artistry. Despite personal struggles, she remains a legendary symbol of Hollywood's magic and heartbreak. Barbara Hershey was born February 5, 1948, and is now 77. She impressed with powerful performances in A World Apart and Beaches. Her intensity and elegance brought depth to both film and television. Respected for versatility and strength, she remains a lasting figure of resilience and artistry in Hollywood. Uschi Degard is a Swedish-born actress who became a cult favorite of 1970s European independent cinema. Her performances in Super Vixens and Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens made her an icon of confidence and charisma. Now 77, though long retired, she remains admired for her elegance and enduring influence. Gail Palmer is an American filmmaker celebrated for her creativity and storytelling vision. She gained fame directing The Erotic Adventures of Candy and the opening of Misty Beethoven, known for humor and cinematic flair. Now 70, she lives privately, remembered as one of the most influential women behind the camera in her era. Thank you for watching Golden Flame Stars. These women were more than performers. They were pioneers, innovators, and cultural symbols of a changing era in American cinema. Through fame, challenges, and reinvention, their journeys continue to inspire reflection and respect. If you enjoyed this look back at history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep their legacy alive.